Today, the Prince is talking to students about the 50 parents charged in a bribery scheme used to secure places for their children in elite colleges.
There are so many easier ways to get her kids into school. Like, they have the money, they have the resources, they have the privilege to, like, actually get in there the right way. She could have, like, donated a ton of money to the school to get in. No, they have to be stupid about it. It's sad.
I think if you go into a school and you've paid your way in, like, it doesn't mean you're going to do well in that school. You might end up with the degree, like, hopefully. But even then, like, it's not like you're going to have, like, great grades. If you go to Yale and you, like, paid your way in, like, you might not be, like, at an academic level, like, to handle the rigor, and you're just going to, like, be miserable. So I guess, like, they're paying $2 million to, like, have really bad mental health.
There's a kid from my high school who is on that list. I feel like it's something that's not so far removed from reality. Like, I could have imagined this was going on, and especially from my high school, like, I knew there were a lot of families that were, like, pretty wealthy and powerful. So, you know, I don't think it's, like, really a surprise. I'm surprised that Princeton's not on that list.
Do you think what the parents did was understandable?
No. No.
Why not?
Because there's so many amazing schools out there, and, like, their kids will get in where they get in, and, yeah, it's just so unfair to give them that advantage because they have money.
I don't think it's particularly helpful to anyone to, like, go somewhere you shouldn't be or you're not going to take advantage of.
Did you stalk them on Instagram?
Oh, we just did.
Oh, so
Yeah.
tell me.
One of them posts a lot of pictures of herself not doing school and with a lot of, like, famous people and sponsored ads and tweets about not going to college for college and how class is hard when you don't like anything you're studying. I think she seems pretty superficial, not to be judgmental or anything, but
I'm not under any illusions about, like, the inequality that leads to the makeup of these types of schools. You know, I think a lot of people come from very privileged backgrounds. I come from a very privileged background. I was able to get, like, help with testing and stuff like that. I think it's a lot like that is like a symptom of inequality, right? Like, this is sort of inequity is the result of, like, many years of historical inequality, and so the way that our education system, like, looks on the back end is just kind of a manifestation of it. So I think it's sort of understandable, given the college frenzy, that, like, people who have the resources are going to use them for those means. And I don't think it's really, I don't think that, like, tackling that is the solution. I think it's, like, we have to, like, make structural changes that actually allow everyone the same access to that type of support, or to not have, like, a system that relies on that type of socioeconomic inequality in the first place.
There are cases with legacy, even here, like with legacy, that you have family who goes here and maybe your family donates money, and that's, like, it's perfectly legal in that case, and I don't think that helps you get in as much as it puts you over the edge. This case seems very different, where it's like, this is how they got into the schools.
Undoubtedly, there's a lot of advantages in families that have, like, more opportunities than others, such as, like, test prep or, let's say, like, private school resources or anything like that. But I think the college process does a good job, or attempts to do a better job with affirmative action and stuff like that, to take into account of your background and try to create a diverse environment on the college campus.
If the kids didn't know, I feel so bad for them. So now they're so publicly, I don't know, shamed, humiliated.
So I think in terms of, like, recruiting the athletes, they definitely knew. Like, she's, like, co-captain of, like, a fake soccer team. Athletes that are really looking to get recruited, I think that, like, hurts more as students. Like, just aside from, like, normal applications, I'm just taking, like, those spots on those teams, because, like, every team gets, like, a limited amount of spots.
How did that work? Don't the coaches need to see videos of people playing? Isn't that why they go to games at, like, certain universities? Like, how blind do you have to be to accept someone who doesn't actually play tennis?
Well, for $75,000, I'm pretty blind.
No, I'm not. What kind of morals do you have?
Well, I played early, so Princeton was my top choice, but I had a difficult time, like, really thinking about where I wanted to go. But again, like Shannon, I wouldn't pay any money to, like, get ahead of other students. I think it's more of like just showing myself that like I belong here and that like I can perform at like a certain level and that based on merit I'm here.